Hello folks, it's Rich here. Let me interrupt your day for an unboxing of a beautiful guitar. God forbid it's the wrong one in here, better not be. You know what happened last time. So for those that don't know me, I'm a novice guitarist. I am, that's what it is. This is guitar number 169. Yeah, crazy, I know. You don't have to be able to play guitar to like guitars. In fact, you don't have to be able to do anything well to like stuff. I mean, what about golf? Oh, even more golf clubs. People buy and sell stuff all the time. It's your hobby. That's what it is. You don't have to be an expert in something to like something and buy new ones, because most people never would, because most people are never experts. Anyway, so as you may know if you followed me for a while, if you have, thank you. And if you haven't, then you're new. Hello! I've had a bit of a Chapman thing going on for a while. Now, just they are good value, especially second hand. You get a lot of stuff for your money. They're just really high spec guitars. And I've only had one that had sharp fret ends. Other than that, I've had no issues with any of them. Come on, they've all been super good. All 22 of them. But as with all guitars in my work, things come and they go, and they come and they go. I changed my mind. This one came out in August this year, I think. It's a new one. They do bring out a lot of guitars. I imagine this happens. Rob Chapman goes, oh, let's do a new guitar. Let's have a collab with the fans, which he does. And then he goes to marketing and says, we need a new one that looks like this in red and pink and green. And marketing say, Rob, we can't keep bringing out so many. We're diluting the marketplace and we've got to constantly have them on sale. And he goes, I don't care, let's do it anyway. And then before you know it, there's another new guitar. And so this came out in August. What is nice to see is a return to form on gig bags. Now, I do have a gig bag. It's an old one from an old guitar. And some of the older Pro Series had hard cases, but they stopped doing it a while ago. So it's good to see that back. The PRS SEs all come with gig bags, which feel a lot like this one, actually, a nice paddy one. So, this guitar, the spec on this bad boy is just off the chart. Mahogany, I've got it on the web here. Mahogany body. It's got a roasted maple neck with a rosewood fingerboard, rolled edges. Big feature of Chapman guitars. It's funny when you pick up a guitar afterwards that hasn't got them, you really notice the difference. Seymour Duncan quarter pounder in the bridge. Seymour Duncan vintage P90 in the neck. Hip shot, open gear, locking tuners. Wilkinson bridge. And one thing that this has that other pros don't have is nickel frets. A lot of them now have got stainless steel, and do you know what? Much as stainless steel can be nice and smooth, I'm not as keen on them. They're just bigger and roundier. So this has actually got narrow, tall frets, like you get on a classic Vibe, really, which is unusual. And do you know what else I really wanted this guitar to have? Is a thinner neck than my ML3 Pro Traditional, which is a bit of a baseball bat. Because I'm having some problems with my poor little hands and some arthritis going on, and yeah, and this is thinner. Oh. It's a Fraftec Tusk nut. Need a proper look at that. On first impression, it doesn't look cut as brilliantly as some of the others have done that I've had. Never mind, we'll soon see. Radius 9.5 inch, which is nice, traditional kind of look to it. Neck. Oh, okay, it's maple. Sorry, I thought it was roasted maple. It's just maple. Now, these are on sale. These are £1,000, and this is in a sale, $750 with another 10% off, so $675. So some of the other Pro guitars with stainless steel frets and roasted maple neck, actually, maybe that is better value if that's what you want. Perhaps some of the value is in, I know, a gig bag. But anyway, let's just get it out. Let's have a little four-way switch, by the way, I forgot to say that. It's got a four-way switch, so you've got series and parallel. So you've got a meaty, humbuckery kind of sound. Look, and as is nice for a Pro Series for a change. You've actually got fret markers. It's 22 frets. They're like little miniature donuts, is what they're calling them. It's nice to have fret markers. I've got used to playing without, but it is still better with for me at my level. Roller string tree. What's the big difference for a Chapman here? Oh look, the headstock's on the right way round. Now I think it's the same headstock as on my ML. Yes, so Lucas, if you're watching, he said, I don't like that headstock. It's exactly the same. They've just put the neck on the other way around, look. So that's good to know. It's because of the weight relief, because of the F-type hole. How well is this cut? That looks nice. I like the fact they've put some black paint behind it, look, as well, and you can't see the wiring in it. You've got this high access kind of neck that you have on these, and I say that lots of times Ibanez do this as well. I love these little mushroomy strap buttons there. What's the action like? They look spot on. It looks nice and low. Neck pickup's quite high up. So it changes that Wilkinson bridge with brass saddles 3. I love 3, the old style 3 brass saddles. Now having just talked about frets being brilliant on every single one, they're just a fraction, fine, tiny bit sharp here. Don't just come out of the box, literally, it's still a bit cold. Slightly sharp there. Tiny bit sharp here. Let's go again. Tiny bit on that one. There's 1. Tiny bit on that one. 2. Tiny bit on this one. 3. 3 ever so slightly sharp frets. The frets themselves, the narrow tall ones, they're super polished. Bad lighting in this room, I know. They're super polished. That's nice. And that neck is definitely thinner than my Pro. Let's see if we can put these up together for you to a bit hard to tell. That is definitely a thinner neck. Just put that down a second. Yeah, this is a kind of round, it's fat. This is called an oval C according to the website. So one thing I don't like on my ML3 Pro is the neck's a bit fat feeling. The back of this neck actually feels a lot like the ML3 Standard, and the same kind of colour too, sort of a yellowy colour. Just looking at the nut, the high E string is cut quite deep. The D string isn't sat properly through it. Actually, it's just sat tiny bit proud. In fact, there's a little bit of gluey or some sort of residue in there, so I think I'm just going to put a little file in there just to file that down. So, God, that colour is gorgeous. It's like a candy apple. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes, it's condensation. Should let it rest. I was too excited. Couldn't. The control plate is recessed in. That's a Chapman thing. I love how they do that. But yeah, first impressions. 675. We've got the Dario strings. All the ferrules are recessed in perfectly. None of them are sticking up. It's a beauty, I think. It's a beauty. Now, £1,000 if it's full price. I mean, if you had a Fender badge on it, £1,000. Well, it wouldn't be 1,000, would it? You still get a lot for your money. Would I pay the 1,000 for it? I don't know. I think the only reason I'm saying that and being hesitant is because my ML3 Pro traditional has got lumen lay side dots. It has got a roasted maple neck, and even though I don't like them personally, it has got stainless steel frets. So you've actually got slightly more in terms of features for the money. So maybe £1,000 is a tiny bit too much for this, really. Maybe this guitar should be more of a 799 kind of a feel So the price I pay for it is perfect, isn't it? Yeah, so that's the unboxing. We'll do some playing clips and another one. Yeah, let me know what you think.